Another video. We are doing chapter 2, lessons 6 and 7 today. Okay, those two lessons are on tax, tips, and markups and discounts. Your learning goal is that students will be able to solve problems involving financial literacy, and these are the standards that we'll be covering within these lessons. Okay, so remember, as always, write down absolutely everything that I have written in this video, everything that is typed or written. And if you need to pause this video at any time to write things down, please do so. Okay, to review, when we are solving for is, that is when we will put the X in the top left where is goes. We will put of in the bottom right, in the bottom left. Our percent goes in the top right, and 100 always goes in the bottom right. Cross multiply and then solve for X. Okay, so when we cross multiply here, we'll have 100 times X, which is 100X. You'll multiply your of times your percent, and then you'll divide both sides by 100. This cancels, and you're left with of times the percent divided by 100. Okay? All right, so what is the total price after the markup? Okay, the one thing that we need to think about is that when we are adding, when we are marking things up, when we are paying for sales tax, tips, anything that is in addition to what we're paying, we know that we're already paying 100% of the price of whatever it is. But in addition to that, we are also paying a percentage of the tip, the markup, the sales tax. Okay, so we are paying for 7% of the sales tax also. So total, we are paying for 107% of whatever we're talking about. So whenever you're doing a markup, tax, tip, you add whatever the percentage is to 100, and then that is what goes in the percent spot. 100 always goes in the bottom right. Our of is here, 89.75, and we are trying to find our is. It says what is, so that's what we're trying to find. If we are doing discounts, which we'll get to in a minute, you would subtract that from 100%. We'll get to that in a minute though. Okay, to solve this problem, we need to cross multiply. 100 times X is 100X, and 89.75 times 107. Okay, and when we multiply 89.75 times 107, we get 9,603.25, and that's equal to 100X. And to solve this, we want to divide both sides by 100. 100 divided by 100 cancels, and we're left with X is equal to 9,603.25 divided by 100. And we get 96.032. Now, we are talking about money here, so we are going to need to round this to the hundredths place. Remember that our hundredths place comes 2 places after the decimal. So we need to make sure there are 2 numbers after the decimal here. That means we need to round to the hundredths place. When we round, we look at the number behind it. If it's 0 to 4, we keep the score, meaning we don't change it. This 2 is 0 to 4, so we leave that a 3. If this was 5 or higher, we would bump the 3 up to a 4. Okay? So our answer is $96.03. Okay, this next one says, what is the total price after the markup? And it's a $15 meal with a 20% tip. So we are paying for 100% of the meal, plus we're paying for a 20% tip. So we are paying for 120% of our meal price. So we're going to put 120 up in the percent spot. 100 goes down at the bottom. Our $15 meal goes on the bottom, and we're trying to find what is the price after we get 120% of the price. Okay, so to solve this, we need to cross multiply here. 100 times x is 100x. 15 times 120 is 1800. And to solve, we would divide both sides by 100. 100 divided by 100 is 1, and 1 times x is just x. And 1800 divided by 100, there's a trick that we can do here. When you have zeros on the end here, you can just cut off your zeros. That's the same thing as dividing them. So we get 18 over 1, which is just 18. So our price for our meal after our 20% tip is $18. Okay, so it says, what is the sales price after the discount? Okay, remember discount, we are taking that discount away from it. So we were paying 100% of the shirt, but now we are taking away 15% of that because it's a discount, we're taking it away. So total, we are paying for we are paying for 85% of the shirt. So that percent goes where the percent usually goes. The 100 goes where it always goes. Our shirt price goes in the bottom left where the of goes. And we're asking for what is. So we're going to put an x where the is goes. 100 times x is 100x. 42 times 85 is the other way. 42 times 85. And that gives us 3,570. And we want to divide both sides by 100. This cancels and we are left with x is equal to 3,570 divided by 100, which gives us 35.7. Again, we are talking about money, so we need to put this in money, which means we need to have two places after the decimal place. So we have 35.7, but we need a number in that second decimal place, so we are just going to put a 0. So our answer is $35.70. Okay, the last one, it says, what is the sales price after the discount? Again, discount means that if we originally were paying 100% of the price, but now we are taking 25% off, so we need to subtract 25% from 100%, and that gives us 75%. So we are paying for 75% of what originally the price was. So 75 out of 100 is 75%, and then the 1,700 is what we are trying to figure out what the sales price is of. So what is, we need an x where the is goes, and now we cross multiply. 100 times x is 100x. 1,700 times 75 gives us 127,500. And to solve this, we want to divide both sides by 100. This cancels and we're left with x is equal to 127,500 divided by 100, and that gives us $1,275. So the price of our TV that we're having to pay is $1,275. Okay? That's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you tomorrow.